Well, my name is NaShawn Livingston. I am a sophomore, and I work at WHUS, the radio station. I am an economics major. I'm a part of a lot of clubs like Wildlife Club, Marine Club. Yeah, pretty much I enjoy all of that. I think Black History Month is very important because it highlights a lot of the things that Black people have done for obviously all around the world, but especially in the United States, Black Americans have our share of history, and a lot of times I think it goes under the radar, in most conversations, in most lessons at school. And I do think that Black History Month is nice to be able to commend the things that Black people have given us or we've been able to do, such as music, rights movements, political activism, certain steps towards justice. I feel like if we weren't to have Black History Month, we wouldn't be as inclined to talk about it. It gives recognition. That's basically what I'm saying. It's important to learn about Black stories because I think it gives people more empathy. I think we're more inclined to relate to people who have their own share of stories. It makes you more relatable in a certain sense, but it's also really important to know the stories of Black Americans because we know that Black Americans have been treated very unfairly in the past. There's still issues going on today regarding inequality and systemic racism. It's important to learn people's stories to get different insights, and it helps you fight issues more frequently because you are aware of them now. For me personally, I connect more with the American side of things. There's always a conversation of who's Black and who's not. I just see myself personally as a part of American culture with some elements of what's typically Black culture. For example, I like soul music, R&B, I like hip hop and all that. In terms of African culture specifically, I don't identify with that as much because that's more so just because my family is very Americanized. I am of Haitian descent, but I'm more Americanized than having the Haitian culture. We don't really do that typically. The African American Cultural Center, there's clear cultures here. In that sense, I would say there is more of a divide. The way I lean, it just isn't African culture specifically. So it's easier to acknowledge the differences between people who have the African culture compared to me. I'm of African descent too, but I do think having that center there brings me closer to these groups of people. You end up understanding more. It works both ways. I would say UConn does a fine job at it. It could be better, I would say, they could make it more aware. It's just that I always feel when it comes to Black History Month, a lot of things, they go hidden. And I feel sometimes it can be superficial. I think UConn is not one of the worst examples. I don't mind what UConn does. My issue towards it is more a lot of it's just, oh wow, we're celebrating Black accomplishments, when in reality it's a lot of serious things go under the radar even then. I'm very proud being a Black individual. That's just who I am. I'm not I'm not to knock on anyone to be proud of their identity. Just be who you are. I'm me. I'm NaShawn. I'm proud of who I am. Even if I don't have the same cultural attachments, I respect everyone else's, and frankly, I'm happy. I'm just happy for who I am.